They'll leave it with in the backfield. Guys, let's chat a little big picture Auburn. One of the big storylines coming into this year was the rising temperature of the coach's seat and the process of
worried about it. I'm not focused on it. I'm just worried about our team. But David, let's
turning it on. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42. And now this offense is clicking.
When you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. He's ready to get the first one.
Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the quickest way to blow up the run game is those interior big boys, those defensive tackles getting in the backfield really quickly and making that ball hurt.
Man, that D tackle was in the backfield in a hurry. The big man is nimble.
Nimble, fast, quick, athletic. That's just all words you describe defensive linemen with.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Hand off from the shotgun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Colorado. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
They're working that left side. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there. Guys, let's look big picture in Colorado. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got him. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Gilliam. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Colorado! And they have the first points of the game. They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive. bringing the fight to the offense.
Quickly to the tight end. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The metrics tell you so often, go ahead, go for it on 4th down, and it pays off there.
That just shows you the head coach's confidence in his quarterback to go out on a critical 4th down and execute.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what? You can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. And you want to know what impact home field advantage can have? There it is. The offense will walk it back. They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Gilliam. Trying to escape and get it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Second down, they'll go to the air. A strike downfield. He wasn't far from taking it to the house, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Awesome job up front by this defense. Eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the second level and creating big lanes for this running back.
The Buffaloes are in the hurry-up.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Back open in the middle. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the third quarter.
Leaves it with the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo. But you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
And the Buffaloes will line it up on 1st and 10. Here comes the heat. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys who put so much on their plate. And you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
This conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, how about if you're the defense right now? You've been on the field, you've given up a lot of yards on this drive, but if they go for this here on 4th down and you come up with one more stop, that is a huge play, and that's got to give you some confidence.
That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So here comes the Auburn offense. They've fallen into this big hole, and they are pretty desperate for answers right now. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Quick completion on the out route. They'll guide him out of bounds down at the 25-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Quarterback may change this route. Dropping back, it's Burrell. Fires to the wideout. He's open on the right. Gets away from one. He's got space. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little luck. There he goes. Got the 1st down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll start this one from the 29 on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
This time on target. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a 1st down. The Tigers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's got it and still on his feet. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the 1st down.
He fought them all for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. The play action fake. Looking for the score. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Touchdown, Tigers! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's Gilliam. Fakes the grab on the left. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already here in the first half. It's a season opener, but he's in mid-season form. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. To the ground. He's got it again.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive up yardage for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Lost a throw on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. All down at the 31-yard line, and that's where this offense will go to work.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Fires on the move. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
Fires to the big fella. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Here's the pressure. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. So now it's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Gilliam. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Just got to finish the play for the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. It's a bad drop.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Leaves it with the back. Hard running there. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. They kick it away on 4th down. Cradles it at the 35. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. Quarterback making checks. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Grabbed in the middle. It's Cook. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. The offense will quickly use a timeout. To the air on 1st down. Scrambling away. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
And you will always remember your first. And how about that? Breaking on the football, getting an INT, the first INT. Keep the football, brother. The first of many big-time plays for this guy.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Tigers will boot it away to start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Looking for a crease to the left. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
To throw, it's Gilliam. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Buffaloes looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. Nice pickup there, gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Wants to go up top. Gets it out quickly. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. Using his feet. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Looking downfield on first down. Punch it out of the air.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Buffaloes can really attack on this second and short. Looking to fire. Oh, they're after him. He's inside the 10. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5. And the Buffaloes have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability, that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. 21. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch them sleeping.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Using the quick game. Just broke the tackle and still on his feet. Goes out of bounds at the 25, and that's the way to get it out of your own end.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better. Right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
Looking downfield, it's Gilliam. Shoots it to the left. Makes the grab. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere, and now the defense backed up with a 1st and goal from the 5.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the 3rd quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige when you've got the playmakers you have offensively. Just keep chucking it.
And the pass falls incomplete, and we played 3. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. 1 more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On the snap, it's Gilliam. And he forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. On the direct snap, it's Gilliam. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain.
And I love the defense here, playing downhill, playing fast, understanding it's 3rd and goal. I don't have as much space behind me. I can be more aggressive on that touch pass. They come up, they set the edge, they make the big tackle.
And the Buffaloes need to pick it up on 4th down. Pushes ahead. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
It is what it is. There's no pressure. This game's over. You're up by a ton of points. They're not going to come back here in the 4th quarter, so you're just trying to put up more stats. Listen, stats count.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Burrell. Finds a man on the left. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. Got his man. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Let's talk for a second about Auburn. Unless there is a dramatic turn of events, this is not going to be a way to cool off that hot seat.
And they're going to have to be able to handle adversity and handle the outside noise moving forward, because losing this game in week 1, all the detractors, all the naysayers, that noise is going to get louder. That hot seat is getting even hotter. And I think all eyes are going to be on this program now, David, seeing how they turn the page and move on from this.
Then I give you Exhibit A. Jesse Palmer just turned up the hot seat. All eyes are on them. They got to win. They got to do this. Starting off on the wrong foot. This is exactly what happens. It becomes a distraction. We're going to find out how good of a coach he is, and we're going to find out how loyal these fans are really quickly in this season.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's hard to stop great runners. It really is. That's why you run the football consistently. You got a big offensive line, a big physical unit. You run the football like this, man, it will take a toll later. But you got to tackle this guy over and over again who has this ability to make people miss and make big plays.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay.
Sends it downfield. And that is interception number 3 on the... He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. He might want another play. Looking downfield, it's Burrell. Quickly complete. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
Now the connection takes it to the 11. It's first down from the 11. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got it on the run. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on 2nd down. Touchdown, Colorado! And the punishment has been extended.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss has the lead right now, but they haven't been able to separate themselves just yet there in the Grove. They're up by 9 over New Mexico. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Gets it out fast.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it, but you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback, and again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Scanning the field, it's Burrell. Just couldn't quite stay in bounds while making that grab. It's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He wants a big play here late. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. Right down the middle. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other down conversion. Now you get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
Right back to the well. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much